Hello, we are the team and we will present Estampados Anglo challenge and my teammates will present Bion.
Okay, the team is composed by me, Juan. I studied mechatronics engineering.
I'm Oscar. I'm studying technology engineer, and I'm from PM.
I'm Omar, I'm studying robotics and I'm from technology.
And I am Tania and I am studying biotechnology.
I am Oliverio and I study civil engineering and
I'm Gustavo and I'm studying computational technologies.
Okay, on day one, we built our team and were visited by the training partner to be explained about the overview of the business, some points of their history, goals, vision, mission, strategic goals, which include reduce delivery times by 15% in no more than 12 months. Sorry. Can you bring it again, please? Sorry. Reduce by 20% the administrative costs in no more than 18 months and increase by 25% active clients in no more than 24 months. The project goal is to implement a complete digital transformation that allows to automate repetitive tasks, streamline the productive process, and also visualize data for monitoring, controlling, and decision making.
Well, after considering the conditions of the production plan and prioritizing the major requirements from the training partner, we as a team decided and agreed that the main problem that the Estampados will have is the lack of communication, lack of standardization of processes and formats, lack of communication. Well, for the starters, they don't have a well-structured format in which clients can provide and fill their petitions and orders. And most of them are filled with Monica directly, which makes it hard to approve and utilize as well as pass them to production. Secondly, we know that the production is codependent and it has different stages. And all the documentation is mainly the turning sheets, the technique, the printing technique sheet needs to be filled by hand, which takes a lot of time, it's time consuming. It could cost a lot of information, and obviously it is difficult for us to monitor it. And well, finally, another problem that we find in prioritize is that the monitoring controlling is very little, which leads to manufacturing errors, cost, and delays.
And well, our solution consists on streamlining the gathering process of client information, the generation of the traveling sheet, and also the supervision of some metrics. And in order to achieve these objectives, we planned on using some of the Power Platform tools, such as Power BI, Power Apps, and Power Automate.
we use these tools to make an app to some process in order to improve this process in the industry, in the factory, and Power BI show metrics, different metrics that you want.
Well, we're going to begin with the digital transformation, and for this case, you're going to be our client. So can you look here? Well, I already wrote your name, and can you put your correct email, please? This will send a notification to your email when the request is approved. Perfect. So I already put all the other data to make it easier. And let's send it. So when I send this, it's already sent. And now we go to the app. Okay.
So, a brief overview of all the parts that we have in our app. We have first the Power BI. Here you can find all the information that is regarding the big data of the company and the key performance indicators. Then we have order control, where you can manage all the individual orders that are made by the clients. We have a database of the design. That is one of the requests, that this is a part specifically for the company designer, for them to be able to digitalize their designs and also categorize them. Here on the view requests, you can see the requests that are pending to approve from the forms. And here on the approve request, you can approve said requests. And finally, clients is a small contact list of all the clients that have been contacted through the Google Forms.
Okay, so we're going to aprobar solicitudes. It's the same here and there. And we have the Adolfo Gonzalez that we sent just a minute ago. And I will put approve and confirm. So this will send all the information to our Excel to have it there. And we go back to the app. Here. Here we have base de diseños, where the designer can upload his design. So we have all the designs that have been uploaded to this platform, and we can add a new one with a name. I will put 6,000 and estrellas, and I will choose an image of stars. Okay, there we go. I will put guardar imagen. So now we have the design in our app, and also we have our request. The next part
So the next part that we have is order control. So here, your order should appear here. Not, it's taking a while to update, but don't worry, we have don't need to try that. So for example, here we have this. And here it shows you, when you click on it, the basic information of the client. So for example, here it shows the state of the order, the amount of fabric that is involved in the request, and the type of fabric that is using. Also the date they are intending to deliver the fabric. And then here you have three main important parts. First is the registration of the entry of materials. Here, the user has the ability to register all the relevant information regarding the entry of materials. So the type of fabric, the color, the amount of fabric, the number of rolls, the width of the fabric, and a guide. Then we have the generate troubleshoot. Here, the user can determine all the different information that they will need to create a troubleshoot. An important part here is the design, because for example here, if we write the number of the design, the one, it will show you the design. Continuing with the next part, here we have the traveling sheets / technical sheets. So here, when a design is created, it will show all the designs associated with the order, and you can click on the scissors to open the technical sheet, which will open a gallery where the technician in charge of the colors can write all the information that is necessary for the creation of the pigments. And in the traveling sheet, it automatically generates from the information on all the previous steps. Oh look, here's the design. So this is the associated design with this order. And it shows all the relevant information for it to be filled for the by
on what to change in the process in order to organize and so on. And you have any predictive metrics. We use random forest modules to make the predictions.
In the main panel, you can see your clients, your list of clients. You can search your different clients and search how they search.
Well, that will be all for the application. Well,
Well, here is our product backlog. Our project was composed by 4 sprints, each one with a duration of 1 week. And well, the first one, its objective was the creation of the forms and the automatic registration of all the orders, and also the design of the mockups of the user interface. For the second one, it was the design of all the product backlog and also the design of the Kanban board. For the third one was the integration of all the Power apps or Power tools, and it was like the registration of the orders, and also you can consult them in the Power apps, and also that some information also feed the dashboard of Power BI. And the fourth one was about the documentation of all the project and also the final presentation. For the prioritization, we use the Moscow strategy, and for the story points, we use the Scrum Poker strategy.
Now talking about the Scrum implementation, we did different planning meetings for deciding on which tasks to carry out per sprint according to each sprint goal. But as well, the execution, which was just like assigning each team member to do certain tasks. And the result for sprint 1 was that we completed those 2 tasks, and those were delayed, but then completed on the final sprint. And this was like the first increment, an advancement of the form, the wireframe of the app, also the mockup, and we continued all the way to the final sprint using the same method. Here I'm showing a result from the second sprint, which was the BPMN diagram of the full process with our implemented solution.
well, next for the third and fourth sprints, basically the main objective was to develop all the interfaces of the application. You can see we developed a lot of different strategies, as well as define the KPIs for the dashboard of Power BI and try to implement it on the app. Well, basically there's a lot of
Yeah, those are like the final tasks we completed at the end of the sprints. And just mention that we didn't have to do any sprint refinement because we deemed the initial planification as logical, and that the order was suitable for completing like step-by-step each increment. And here I'm showing again like the dashboard and our conclusion. Well, seamlessly, Power Automate tools are very valuable when it comes to developing rapid applications with low-code algorithms, but also for digital transformation.
agile methodologies can be really pretty ambiguous and carried, but as my partner said, it's pretty useful when you're trying to do things faster, the faster possible, and it's very adaptable, and it's mainly focused on customer, which is a valuable lesson for us to implement in some methodologies trying to develop projects on digital transformations.
The big part of the industry in Mexico doesn't use yet application, and siguen usando aplicaciones de papel, but these tools can make low cost and low time una aplicación que pueda funcionar para mejorar sus procesos.
And the last thing, one difficulty we presented was to, personally for Scrum Master, like to update and be aware of each task we have to delegate to each assignee and to daily like being like overseeing how was the each member progress and like checking on each team member.
Finally, I would like to add that another problem was that we try to focus on everything on the big picture, but maybe it will be